It's Michael Lawler here from the landflippingformula.com sharing some Q&A that had came in, and someone had asked, is buying land a good investment? Well, yeah, land investing is a great investment for a number of reasons, but we're just going to cover the basics in this video so you will know if it's going to be a right fit for you. So first off, it's a passive investment. Everybody wants to get into the real estate game, especially right now while things are super hot, but they don't have the credit, they don't have the money, and other parts that aren't disclosed in traditional real estate investing is you got to deal with tenants, you got to deal with city codes, contractors, all sorts of nightmare things that you don't want to get involved with. Now, when you're dealing with raw land, you avoid all of those headaches. It really is a passive investment on so many different levels. You don't have anybody's nonsense to deal with. There's no late night calls that come in or anything of that nature. So on the super simple level, yeah, it's a very passive investment. It's the best way, I think, if you want to get into residential or commercial real estate. This will give you the foundation on how to upgrade your investing skills into that. So when you start with these little tiny deals that are very minimal risk, and you get your feet wet, you get comfortable, you could scale up into single family, multifamily, and then into commercial units if that's what you want to do. Or you could just build a mega land portfolio and create cash flow from that. Another big perk, it costs very little to get into the game. I mean, you could buy land for as little as $300-400 just to get started, and then flip it for a couple $100 profit, or turn it into residual income every single month. And another kicker is if you're tight on cash, you can finance land very easy. I've used credit cards to buy land. You could do seller finance deals. Seller financing is very common in the land investing game. So now that we have all that covered, how do we actually get started on this? So what I would do, if you were new to land investing, I would go to a site like LandWatch, and there's several of these big sites out there, and I would decide on 2 areas I really want to focus on and figure out what land is actually selling for. So I do a lot in the Southwest, Florida, Arkansas, areas like that. But wherever you decide, just go into start with LandWatch over here in your search bar. Just get an idea of where you would like to invest. So if you wanted to go into Arizona, just type Arizona land for sale. And I would recommend starting with smaller parcels just because it's easier to get your feet wet. And right over here where it says sort by, go from low to high. Now they do have some residential and commercial lease offers in here, so you have to scroll through and make sure you're finding the right stuff. But let's go down the list here. We got a half acre in Concho, Apache County, Arizona. That's on bid for assets, so I wouldn't really be looking at that. Scroll down a little more. All right, so we have a half acre here for $800. That's telling us a little bit of where the prices are starting at. We got a half acre in Cochise for $1,000. So it's looking like $800 to $1,000. We got $1,200 down here for just shy of a half acre. Half acre for, did I say 12,000, 1,200, whatever. $1,300 for a half an acre, $1,500 for a half acre, basically. So you're going to be anywhere from $800 to $1,500 for a half acre as a get-in property in Arizona. So what you want to do is start making a list of all these deals, and then make lowball offers on them. You want to try and get these for about $400, and it's very possible if you stay persistent. Even these big hitters, they need to keep cash coming in so they can continue their advertising campaigns. So they will absolutely fire sell a property here and there just to keep the cash coming in. They can keep their ads running, and they'll make up for it on the next deal. So don't be afraid to make offers of $300, $400, $500 and see what happens. So once you know the land values, like I said, you go ahead, you start in Arizona for this example. Here's New Mexico, same exact thing. Where it says sort by default, I would go, let's see here, let's go low to high. And then just see what's going on here. We got a 1/4 acre. That's a seller finance deal there. Seller finance, a lot of these are seller finance deals in here. All right, so there's a half acre for $400. I would actually pay $250 to $300 for that because I know I could turn that into a great cash flow deal there. So I may even tap in onto that one after this video. Half acre 500, half acre 500. So lots of them for 500. Try to get those for $250 to $300. Like I said, a lot of these sellers will take credit cards as payment. You can do seller finance deals, but for your first one, I would either do a cash or credit card financing, just so you can get the title in your name right away. So figure out what it's worth, make a lowball offer, and once you have the property, we got to figure out how we want to make money from it. So there's the easier ways. This real simple formula where these ones are $500. If you get those two for $250, just put them back online for $450. Make a quick $100 to $200 on them, and that will really get your feet wet in the real estate investing game. Make some easy money, low risk, and you're good to go. You could also just buy and hold. I mean, you're basically getting $500 bills for $250. Is what you're doing, and you're building out this mega portfolio. You could prey on appreciation over time. It doesn't always work, but if it does, you could back the truck up in the right marketplace for that. And then another way, my favorite way, is to do seller finance deals. So that's where you would take a property that you purchased for $250 or $300, and you would turn around and list it back online, $50 down, $50 a month for 24 months. And you turn that small investment into $1,200, $1,300 and nice, easy cash flow. So that is the ideal way to profit from land, in my opinion. They just create these little cash flow streams and keep it growing. So we covered how to increase your net worth with it. Just buy and hold, basically buying $500 bills for $250. You can resell on cash flow, pay $250 and turn it into $50 down, $50 a month. You can do quick flips, buy for $250, $300, flip for $450 to $500. It's super simple, but now there's the big question: where do you actually sell these things at? So if you were to buy it for cash, you could relist them on sites like, obviously, what we covered there, Land Watch, Land and Farm. There's Craigslist here. Social media is free. You can list them on social media and get them sold. You can do Instagram, you can do Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. The list goes on and on. Now, if you have money to invest, you can go ahead and create a website on platforms like Lead Pages. This is without a doubt my favorite here. All drag and drop, super simple. Use a checkout button with, Stripe, something along those lines, Moon Clerk. There's a couple others out there you could leverage, and then just send paid traffic to it through Bing ads or all your social traffic over to it and have it convert on there. So basically covered why this is a great investment, super simple to get into, easy to finance, very affordable, and easy cash flow. Now, if you want to go deeper on this, just go over to thelandflippingformula.com. I'm going to put a link in the description, so you just click and go. I have some free resources in there, as well as just simple strategies you can follow to get into the game. If you have any other questions about this, go ahead and comment below. I will create a video answering the questions for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.